Well, beautiful people, best damn nation, It is Wednesday, and you know what time it is. We back like your cousin that can't stay out of jail, and we cracking like bad backs and old kneecaps. It's the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. I am your humble host, Brian Renegade, and with me, I have the best damn crew. First of all, this man is the green-eyed bandit. He can either save your life or beat you up in front of your girl. He's your mama's favorite wrestler.
And I can whoop your daddy's ass. I am Mr. Everything, Victor Andrews, and I think we lost our El Capitan. Oh, wow. Okay, are we there? Are we live? Are we good? I think we're good. And with me, pretty soon, it'll be the El. There he is.
Hey. You whoop your daddy ass, Mr. Everything, Victor Andrew.
You know. I finished that part for you.
I don't care. I had to get it out.
Yeah, you just said it, huh? All right.
I had to get it out. Pop right back in. I had to get it out of me, son. That's right.
Gentlemen, with me is the El Capitan, the head honcho, the Mr. Clean himself, the one who runs and keeps us going every single Wednesday. It's the man who you want to see, Mr. Brian Renegade. What's going on, brother?
What's happening, player? What's good, man? Look like you at the gym putting in that work, Jazz. I see a little bead of sweat trickling down. No, or is that a scar? That's okay, yeah. Same difference.
I don't sweat. No, I just finished working out one of my clients. She's going to sleep good tonight. It's good. You want to see good.
Good with a T. Good. Yeah. You say you don't sweat, they just sweat the technique, huh?
Absolutely. There it is. There it is.
Oh man, well it's good to have you on here, my brother. I apologize about if I'm cutting in and out.
It's all right. It's all right. The aliens are taking over the internet. That's all it is.
Oh man, just living and such. You know what I'm saying? Doing my thug thizzle like I does it. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to okay, I'm not in and out.
You're here right now.
Well, while I fix this problem, tell them a little bit about you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Brian Renegade will be back in a little bit. But while we're here, I want to take a moment to have a quick moment of silence for a good friend of mine. He just passed a couple of days ago. His name was Francisco Chiazzo. He was an amazing professional wrestler, amazing human being. I've had the opportunity to share a ring with him a couple of times. So we want to send our love to his family, his friends, all the guys he helped in the business, all the guys he gave opportunities to. So we want to wish you well and Godspeed, Francisco Chiazzo.
Yeah, man. I saw that from Francisco Chiazzo, known as the bell ringer. You know what I'm saying? But he'll definitely be missed. Have you had the opportunity to meet him, Mr. Everything?
Yeah, I've worked a couple of matches with him. He used to come down to PWF in Hewitt, North Carolina, ran by Steve Corino, and we used to have some really good talks. And last time I saw him was probably a year ago. I went down for the Just Wrestling taping, and just to sit down and chop it up with him, and for him to see how much I've grown since the last time he's seen me. And he was so excited. He was so happy that I was there. He was very proud. He's definitely going to be missed in a big way.
Yeah, R.I.P. my friend. To the one and only Frank Castillo. Oh man, thank you for telling that beautiful story, Mr. Everything. Oh man, we also
Absolutely.
got another one, man. We also got another passing that just happened. The one and only Ice Train, man. WCW legend. He would definitely be missed. This brother was a powerhouse, and he definitely influenced a lot of people, man. So we want to wish his friends and his family and all the wrestlers that wrestle with him our condolences and rest in peace to the one and only Ice Train. Man,
Absolutely.
hey man, y'all gotta take care of yourselves nowadays, brother. I don't care how old you get.
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
it's crazy. It's crazy. A friend of mine told me a couple of months ago, man, we living in the second half of life, and that ain't hitting that right there didn't hit harder. That hit harder than any match I've ever been in. Because I had to sit down and think about it, like, man, this is the second half of life. Like life
Yeah,
expectancy is what, 80, 90, and I'm already 40. You know, the second half, man. It's time to get ready to do it. Get it done.
yeah, it's a little scary, man. I remember when my mama was my age. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm that age now, and I'm like, geez, sheesh, about 30. Hopefully, God grant me 30 more years, 40 more years on this earth. You know what I'm saying? But man, yeah, we getting old, man. We getting old. You
Whoa,
remember
whoa, whoa,
a lot
wait,
of
wait,
stuff.
wait, wait. Wait, hold on. We don't use the old word. No, 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 no. No, no. We're just aging. We're
There
aging.
you go.
You see how young we look, bro? You see how good we look?
Yeah,
We ain't getting
you
old. We
know,
just
I
aging.
ain't
That's
got
it.
none yet, but I'm trying to keep them grays away. You
Man,
embracing them, you know.
yeah, man. Look, all them trips I take to the space is well worth it, man. It's well worth
There you go. It's well worth it,
it.
man. I can see that beard. How long you been growing your beard for, man?
Ah, man. This time around, just 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah, I
All
cut
right.
it off. I cut it off one time before, and I think I did it just to be doing it. It won't won't nothing special about it, but I haven't cut it since. So, and if I do, I might get jumped. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh man, who
There's
gonna jump you? Oh, you
there's some
got you
women
got
out
some
there,
some women
yeah,
folk.
gonna jump on me. Like, what you doing? Why'd you do that for? And I don't want no
Uh,
problems.
hey, listen, I went butt ball naked on my face one time. I did not like it. I looked like Hezbollah. I didn't. The little guy, Hezbollah. I didn't like it at all, man. I'll say I would never do that again. I would never cut all of my facial hair off. I did not like it at all. I look like a butterball turkey, and it was not pleasant. I don't think my wife liked it either, man. She kind of advocated against me. She don't even like this little thin strip bracket. She don't like that. She was
She don't
like,
like
give
that.
it to
She
me thick.
want the whole
She
full.
like, give it to me thick and full. Yeah, she want a thick and full, man. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
get
saying?
her
So
what she want.
I get what you want. You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while, but I go back to my roots and go thin every once in a while just to kind of, to remind myself of I used to be a player way back when.
Ah,
You know what I'm saying?
look,
Hey,
we don't need no memories. We don't need those kind of memories. We's married now.
you
Well,
ain't.
you are.
You
You are.
those memories is
You
the
are.
devil. Is the devil. Oh man, well listen, Mister Everything. We gotta go ahead and dive deep into this wrestling world, my friend. There's a lot of stuff that's going on right now, and one of the major announcements that just came out of TKO, which is the parent company to WWE and UFC, man, is that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson just joined the board of directors for the WWE. They are super excited about it. Mr. Everything, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is finally the head of the table, man. I didn't think that was going to happen, but it is, man. Now The Rock is probably one of the most powerful people in entertainment, especially sports entertainment. with the UFC, and now, excuse me, not the UFC, the UFL, which is his football league that he merged the XFL with the USFL. So he has the UFL, which they're, I think they're really poised to do some great things within the coming years and to kind of fill in that void of football when the NFL is not in season. Um, and now he's on the board of directors for WWE, and it looks like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is making power moves, man. What do you think about some of these moves that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has made over the previous months, man?
Man, listen, it's an amazing thing. It's always good to see growth in anything, whether it's sports, business, entertainment. And The Rock has always been that guy who's always trying to do bigger and better things and have things kind of grow. He went from playing football to WWE to getting into the movies, and everything he has done has been a bigger and better thing. I know we talk and joke about how The Rock has this curse behind him where, oh, got a little guest right here. Say
Hi.
Hi.
where he has broke down some franchises in terms of like the Fast and Furious and Scorpion King and all that. But I think this would be a good move. I think this would be a really good thing. And we're going to see what happens. We're going to see how The Rock does what he does, and that's make more money for him and everybody involved.
As a wrestler, man, seeing another wrestler like that kind of transform his career from wrestling to the entertainment world and then into the business world, man, is that inspirational to up and coming wrestlers?
It needs to be. I tell guys all the time, man, don't just give your body up and think that that's all you're gonna need in terms of creating a life for yourself, for your family. Everybody can be anybody can be a wrestler. I'm gonna be totally honest with you, but not a lot of people can sustain a wrestling life. Not a lot of people can sustain a wrestling career. Everyone can give it a try, but no one can actually go out there and do it long term. And if you do it long term, you got to have something to fall back on. If you get your injury, that's going to be it. And that's all you're going to you don't put all your eggs in one basket in terms of wrestling. You want to do something more. You want to be an actor. You want to be a businessman. You want to be on TV, movies, radio, whatever you can do. I mean, look at how many people come from other sports and come to professional wrestling, but still hold on to their first thing. Look at Stephen Amell. Is that his name? The guy with the Green Arrow.
Yeah, I know you talk about, but I don't know his name by heart. But yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead.
So look at him. He still does acting, but he ventured all into the wrestling, and he also has the TV series Heels, which is doing really good. Look at McAfee, Pat McAfee. He still does what he does. He does it. What he does, he does it really well. Sportscasting. He does that really well, but he's ventured off into the wrestling. So it's a big thing, and to see The Rock actually doing something to elevate everybody and be able to, like you said, become the head of the table and make sure that everybody can eat. This is an amazing thing. What up, LP?
What's going on? What's going on?
Oh man, LPZ is in the building, the resident villain of the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. LP, we up here talking about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson jumping on the TKO board of directors for the WWE, man. And we were talking about how The Rock has really been making some power moves within the last couple of months with the WWE, with his new football league, the UFL, and then some of the other business moves that he's made. We were talking about that real quick. What do you think about The Rock literally being at the head of the table for WWE?
I guess we'll really see how it goes. It's good for him, I guess. I can't say I'm excited about it. I mean, they rich people problems.
Well, he put no he put a lot of effort in some of the things that he's doing, and we talked about it last week, and I want to continue that conversation of are you guys still excited to see Roman Reigns versus Dwayne The Rock Johnson? Matter of fact, he just filed for the name The Rock, and he just got that name. But we may have Dwayne The Rock Johnson versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, and The Rock said if Rock versus Roman happens, and then if some of the talent on the undercard comes together and put on a great show, this could possibly be the greatest the greatest WrestleMania of all time. And you can tell that The Rock had a little bit of influence. His daughter Ava, she just became the next NXT general manager at 22 years old, the youngest in history. So The Rock wasted no time in throwing some of his weight around. He was like, "Oh, y'all ain't gonna put my baby girl on TV? I bet. Watch this." And she became the general manager over William Regal. So he wasted no time getting his little girl in there. But I'm excited to see what happens. We we do know that the WWE is poised for a product change, right? We've kind of went from the Attitude Era, from which we all loved wrestling, which is the Attitude Era in the mid to late '90s, to the PG era, and I think that we're moving more into a sports domain with the WWE. They want to change their product to a more sports centric product and include more realism in there. It sounds like they kind of want to do a little bit of what some of the other companies like AEW does, as far as having the sports focus. So I want to get your thoughts behind that. LP, are you excited about these new changes to WWE to make it more sports centric and put more realism into the product?
No, I mean, me personally, I guess maybe it's the old school person in me. I don't. Wrestling is not supposed to be realistic. It's supposed to be over the top. It's supposed to be larger than life. It's sports entertainment. If you make it too real, then you take away from in essence what it is. I mean, we all know wrestling is is scripted and stuff like that, but that's part of why you like watching it. To have fun when you're watching some of the stuff you see wrestlers do, like Hogan leg drop. Who the hell can't get up from somebody dropping a leg on them? Like it's absurd. It's crazy when you think about it. But at the same time, when Hogan used to do his leg drop, we used to lose our shit. You know what I'm saying? Because we knew, oh hell, he got a leg drop. So that if you start making it realism, realism. If you start making it too real, then I personally think it takes away from. I think it takes away from it a little bit.
Oh man, Mr. Everything, you're a wrestler and also an MMA fighter, man. How do you feel about WWE's new direction to make it more sports centric and to bring a little bit more realism into the product?
He agrees with me.
He agrees with you. Okay. I like it. And then I just hope that they continue to have the storyline element in it as well, because you need storyline to be able to carry some of these matches and to make people care about them. You know what I'm saying? For me, I have to care about the characters. I don't want to just see people wrestle. I mean, that's cool and all, but at the end of the day, I want to know why I should care about these characters. That's probably why it took me a little time to kind of get used to New Japan, and I tried to watch New Japan a little bit. I love what they do, but for me, I like the sports aspect. I love the hard hitting aspect. I love the realism aspect of wrestling when it is done right and when it's done correctly. Um, will the product change? We'll see. I'm not sure if the product will change for the good or for the bad. But I know that they're changing so that they can attract more uh, more of the fight audience that they have from UFC fans and more casual people to come in and enjoy the sports side and the entertainment side of wrestling. So when WWE initially makes this change to the new product of having more sports centric, and I just hope that they don't move away from the storylines, because to me, the storylines is what makes wrestling interesting. It gets you away from the troubles that you're dealing with and everything that you got going on in your world, and you can sit there and watch two people go at it and get interested and invested into their storyline. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully they don't move away from the storyline aspect, but I'm excited to see where that goes. Let me go to the resident chef of the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast, Senor Fuego himself, Chef Showtime. What's happening, Chef?
What's good? What's good? How you guys doing?
All right, all right.
Man, we good. Chef can't call it. Look, man, we over here talking about WWE. Man, they changed their product to a more sports centric product. They are thinking about shifting a couple things to make it more sports friendly and more bring a little bit more realism to the product. What do you think about that, Chef?
Yeah, WWE is never gonna be like the old days, the Attitude Era, you know. But they trying their best to make what they can do with the soft era they have in right now. So you know, it happens.
It happens. Well, man, I'm excited to see what they do with that. I mean, I think that they can definitely get more fans in and possibly usher in a new wave of wrestling. They have no shortage of talent within NXT and within the WWE product, man, and they seem like they're always bringing in brand new people to kind of fill that void. For a lot of fans when it comes to wrestling, man. So I'm excited to see where that goes. Let's talk about your boy Hulk Hogan. LP just mentioned that Hulk Hogan, the Hulk Hogan leg drop of doom, which I've always hated that move. And I think the only person that actually is two people. The only two people that made the leg drop believable to me was Nia Jax and Rikishi and Yokozuna. I say Yokozuna too. I believe their leg drops. Hulk Hogan never had the most horrible leg drop. It looked like it didn't hurt nobody. But your boy Hulk Hogan was in the news because he decided to do a little positive pedestrian work. There was a woman that had a car accident. I believe her car had flipped over. And the one and only Hulk Hogan came to the rescue of said woman in the car accident, pulled her out, and saved her life. Fellas, I want to get your thoughts on this. I thought that was a very upstanding, harrowing thing to do. Just imagine that. You know, you get in the you get in the car accident, right? Your car flip over, you're dazed, you're disoriented, and your car's flipped over, and you can just hear a voice says, "Hey, brother, give me your arm. Let me pull you out, brother." You know what I'm saying? Just Hulk Hogan is pulling you out of the car. You know what I'm saying? That got to be so surreal. LP, does that change the thoughts that you've had about Hulk Hogan over the years?
No, because if it was my black ass, Hulk would have kept on driving.
I was thinking the same thing.
He would have kept on driving if it was my black ass. What? Oh, I bet it was. Yeah.
Oh man.
Hey,
Chef, do you think that was a redemption of some sort for Hulk Hogan, man?
Rebuke for who? He don't like us, so we gonna burn in the car flames. You know what I mean? He ain't gonna help us out. You know?
Oh man, y'all cold blooded.
The only thing I see him wearing every time on TV or somebody taking a picture of him is the NWO or Hulkamania shirts. He's going broke or something. Like, I don't understand. You got all that money, but you wear NWO shirts all day.
Oh no, he hurt now. His wife took his damn money. His wife took a lot of his money. Yeah, Hogan financially Hogan hurt. That's why people talking about he might show up in the Royal Rumble.
Well, this is 40 years of Hulk Hogan. And WWE has been showing vignettes, kind of celebrating 40 years of Hulkamania. So I wouldn't be surprised if he did show up at the Royal Rumble, or if he showed up at WrestleMania at some type of capacity. I can definitely see that. Just him popping up. As a young kid, man, I was a big fan of Hulk Hogan. And then, when you start to learn about, the characters of people, and then you learn about who they really are as a person, I'm saying? It kind of can weigh your opinion of who they are. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was great that Hulk Hogan was able to save this lady. You know what I'm saying? Kudos to Hulk Hogan for being a real life, all-American hero and saving this woman's life. But yeah, will you guys be happy to see Hulk Hogan if he does pop up in the Royal Rumble? Let me ask Chef Showtime.
No.
You don't want to see Hulk Hogan sporting the red and yellow?
He's sporting red and yellow, all smoked out. No.
Man, y'all gotta start hating on Hogan, man. All these Hogan haters over here. Well, look, man, I think it was a great thing for Hulk Hogan, man. Being a real life hero, saving that woman's life. Kudos to you, Hulk. Hopefully, you ain't do it for publicity. You know what I'm saying?
He probably caused a wreck.
He looked nervous in that picture.
He's probably who was driving the car? His son.
Oh, that was cold-blooded. His son has been in trouble, man. We talked about it a couple times, man, about some of the DWIs that he's had, and most recently, we talked about one that actually cost the life of one of his close friends. But yeah, man, Hulk Hogan, man, just he's a real American. Y'all stop hating on Hulk.
Nah, he ain't no. I think if he show up, he's still gonna get booed. Like some people gonna still cheer him because it's Hulk Hogan. But like people don't forget. Like I hate the fact that WWE try to slide him back in there after they know what he did, and anybody else you wouldn't never see him again. And I get it because it's Hulk Hogan. Because even when Stone Cold had his domestic abuse stuff or whatever, it's still Stone Cold. I don't like domestic abuse, but we look past it because it was Stone Cold, even though he was knocking on his wife's head. So, but some people just certain stuff people not gonna forget. In today's age, now just like the last time he was at WrestleMania, you saw they try to bring him out there with old Titus O'Neil, and they got booed down, almost booed him off that damn pirate ship.
Oh man, you say they almost booed him off the pirate ship?
They weren't trying to hear that, man. You got to understand. I don't know the percentage, but there's a lot of black wrestling fans. Like I don't know what the percentage is, but we got to be up there. Other than white people, we got to be the next race close to it. If it's not Japanese people, because stuff over there in New Japan, but we damn sure got to be. You don't see a lot. There's a lot of races that love wrestling, of course, but I would love to see the demographics on the top 3 races that love wrestling. We got to be in the top 3.
We did that already. You remember? We did that. We were like 40-something%, and then the white people like 60-something%. So we did that already.
Okay, so we was at 40.
Yeah, we're up in like high 40% range.
Yeah, so we ain't gonna forget. Hulk Hogan, we coming after you too. N-word.
Oh man, that's crazy. I started to play that clip too. I got that clip, man, and I started to play it, but I think I'll play it another time. We'll
We
do
don't
it.
want to lose our sponsors.
Yeah, the infamous Booker T promo, man. That was funny. Fellas, let's talk about Raw, Monday Night Raw. I believe they have found a new home, man. They've kind of been shopping around for different stations, and we've heard rumors of who they were going to get a TV deal through. And this news just came out, man. Monday Night Raw coming 2025 will be showcased on Netflix. That is a huge move for Netflix as they try to build their new sports entertainment division. And Monday Night Raw is definitely going to head the forefront for the sports side for Netflix, man. So I know a lot of people are excited about this deal. If you are a Netflix user like me, I can actually save a ton of money and just cancel a lot of the apps that I have if when this does happen, man. So I think that's big. I want to get your thoughts on this whole thing. Fellas, let me know what you think about Monday Night Raw moving to Netflix. Let me go, Chef Showtime.
That's gonna cost people a lot more money. That's all it is gonna do. Because either watch it on Hulu. I mean, you can watch it on Hulu. You know, you get the YouTube TV, but now you want to put it on Netflix. Yeah, that's another bill for somebody. I don't really care. I don't care. You know what I mean? Yeah. So
well, I think that a lot of the subscription fees probably will go up for Netflix when they do move to adding more sports entertainment to their app. You know what I mean? LP, what do you think about this move? Do you think it's a good, smart business move for Monday Night Raw to move over to Netflix?
I mean, it's gonna be interesting because they don't do no live streaming on Netflix, so I don't understand how this is going to work. I think
they plan on having a new live streaming service on Netflix.
Okay, so if they're gonna have a live streaming service on Netflix, that's gonna be an additional cost. They're not gonna. I'm not paying more money just to watch Raw when you pay left or right. And
I bet you will. I bet you will.
I bet money I won't. I don't watch it now. As long as it's still on Hulu, don't go that 1 hour Sunday show on Hulu. Because to be honest, a lot of people just watch highlights any damn way. You watch on highlights on YouTube, or you watch the highlights on TikTok. I mean, them guys on TikTok, they be streaming nonstop on there. And because I was wondering too, if you for the wrestling fans that's paying for Peacock, I know they're like, damn, why the hell y'all just didn't go to Peacock? Like that just don't make no sense. But I don't know. I truly don't think that everybody's gonna pay for extra money when Netflix is already raising their rates as it is. Every time you turn around, they're trying to jack up the rate, and people getting tired of that. So it's gonna be interesting to see. But I don't like you said you got Netflix, but you ain't got that streaming, so you about to pay more money.
Oh man, well, your boy Slim Majors over on YouTube said they had a couple of live streams on Netflix, the Chris Rock special, and a couple of other things. I wasn't privy to what. I think they have tried to stream some things a couple of times, and a couple of times that I've tried to watch this Netflix stream, it didn't work, or was too many people that jumped on, or whatever the case may be, that I couldn't get onto the live stream. But I think it's exciting. I think that Netflix will be moving into a brand new era when they do ink this deal and make this happen. And this switch is supposed to come over next year in 2025. So everyone that has Netflix, man, you can either check out Monday Night Raw, or if you like LP and them, you can just check out the hour that you get on Hulu.
Yes, sir.
What you got?
Yes, sir. Everybody tired of all these streaming, and Netflix be doing too much. They already trying to be gangster and won't let anybody share the passwords. Stop people sharing the passwords, folks. So yeah, they need to relax.
Man, are you sharing somebody? Is that your Hulu password, LP, or you got somebody else's?
Oh no, I pay for my stuff, but I mean, if access to it, I damn sure would take it. But nah, I pay for mine. I got extreme. I already got what I got: Netflix, Hulu, Disney Channel, Peacock. What else? I think that's about all I got. Yeah, I'm tired of damn streaming.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I got all them plus Tubi, Prime.
Yeah, well they free now. Tubi and Prime, they free. They good. That's good money right there.
Tubi and Prime. Tubi do be having some good movies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Tubi got all the classic TV show. And shoot, if you're a wrestling fan, Tubi got them old wrestling matches. I don't know if y'all ever looked at them. They got that old, like Junkyard Dog and the boys wrestling in the gymnasium matches. Like they got some old wrestling stuff on Tubi. People talking about the bad movies on Tubi all the time, which they got bad movies, but they also got a ton of classics. You know, TV shows and movies. You got to dive deep into Tubi. Now, Tubi is a deep rabbit hole.
Not all the movies are bad on Tubi. Everything. Not all the movies are bad on Tubi.
No, I said they do. I said they do got some bad ones. I ain't say all of them.
Everything got some Tubi movies out there. You know what I'm saying? I watched one or two of his Tubi movies.
Hey, don't be talking about my Tubi movies. Don't be talking about my Tubi movies. I can hear y'all. I might not be over here. I might be working, but I can hear you. Don't be talking about my Tubi movies, all right?
Everything got them Tubi movies and shit where he got on one of them Tyler Perry wigs on. That bad Tyler Perry wig,
man. Okay, everybody got to start somewhere, and I had my opportunity to start. Y'all get on with the show. Just get on. Just move on.
I'm always angry.
So if you see a Tubi movie with Mr. Everything, and he got a slanted flat top fade with a Steve Harvey hairline, you know what it is, Jack. You know what it is. Well, listen, fellas, man, look, we got the Royal Rumble coming this weekend. The Royal Rumble is one of my favorite events ever. I'm so excited about it, man. And some people that already have declared or confirmed for entrance into the Royal Rumble. We got Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Shinsuke Nakamura, Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre, Gunther, Chad Gable, Otis, Akira Tozawa, Kofi Kingston, and Damian Priest, just to name a few. That's on the men's side. On the women's side, you got Bayley, Nia Jax, Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, Maxine Dupree, and Ivy Nile have said that they're going to be in this Royal Rumble match. I'm excited about it. Fellas, I want to get your thoughts on who's going to win the Royal Rumble and who you think might come back during the Royal Rumble. Let me go, LP.
I still stand where you remember I said I wanted to see Gunther win, but of course before this new stuff that came up, you know, it looks like Gunther could win it and then go out to Seth for the belt at WrestleMania. That's what everybody looked like. They gearing toward. I don't think that's set in stone. I think a lot of this stuff is speculation, to be perfectly honest. Because I don't want to see CM Punk versus Cody, but I think with the CM Punk Cody thing, I think they're gonna do something like they did with the Shawn Michaels and Triple H. They're gonna eliminate each other, and that's how that beef gonna start because they're taking the chance of both of them headlining WrestleMania out, so they're gonna start their beef with there. So I definitely think it's gonna be that way now. They just threw Gunther in there out of nowhere. I guess they decided it's just time, but I think they threw Gunther in there because Seth is hurt, and that's who they want to get a belt to. Is Seth. That's why all of a sudden Gunther got thrown in there right around that same time. I think surprise entrances. I wouldn't be surprised if Brock come back. I don't know if that's a surprise. If for like a shocking surprise, maybe Goldberg. Because they haven't had no big shockers in a while. Big E. I think Big E might come back, even though he been saying it ain't gonna be no time soon. But I think they kind of kayfabing that a little bit. I don't know. I just want to see somebody entertaining that's gonna get everybody excited about coming back, even if it's just for the match. Maybe MVP might show up and get in the ring. Omos. I think whoever come back, it doesn't matter. The final three is gonna be Gunther, Cody, and CM Punk. I truly think that. Well, I probably one more person in there will probably be the final four, but I truly think those three. That's why the rest really don't matter.
That's interesting, man. And you just kind of rung off a bunch of alternative universes as far as matches are concerned. If Cody or CM Punk doesn't win, I can definitely see Cody versus CM Punk at WrestleMania. Seth Rollins, he is injured at this time, and so Gunther would be the perfect person to take over. And I think that Gunther should drop his Intercontinental title, and then they should have almost a battle royal for the Intercontinental Championship. Because if Gunther retires the belt undefeated, I mean, I think that is amazing to be able to have that. Unless he's going to drop it to an up and coming rising star. And on Monday Night Raw, I'm not quite sure who's that rising star on Monday Night Raw. That's not a familiar face. But yeah, you definitely listed off a couple of things that we could see. Let me go to Chef, man. Chef, who do you think is going to win the Royal Rumble, man? And what surprise entrance do you think we're going to see this year?
Who's going to win? I think it's going to be
Gunther, go ahead and say it.
Gunther gonna get put out. I think to my surprise, that's gonna be into the Royal Rumble. It's gonna be The Rock, because that's gonna build the match for Roman Reigns against The Rock for the WrestleMania. That's it.
I can definitely see that happening. I would really be disappointed if that did happen, though, because The Rock showing up and then just totally using his star power to win the Royal Rumble. I mean, that if anything is fixed, if The Rock won the Royal Rumble, 100% that would be fixed.
But they do that all the time. When Cody Rhodes came back, he won the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, but give me something. You know what I'm saying? At least the thing that made that Cody Rhodes win so good is because Gunther put on a Herculean style performance, outlasting 28 other men, and dominated that whole Royal Rumble match. Even when Brock Lesnar stepped up, Gunther looked like a freaking machine. Gunther is 100% why the Royal Rumble was great last year. Gunther and Rhea. You know what I'm saying? Anybody could come in at what number did Cody come in last year? 30? Something like that? 30, 28, 26, something like that? Yeah. Anybody can come in the last five and win. Your chances and odds of winning are actually higher when you come in. If you're the last six, your chances of winning is a lot higher. I think I would have been more impressed with Cody if he did the same thing that Gunther did. But I take nothing away from Cody because Cody don't have to prove nothing to me. Cody proved everything to me as far as his wrestling ability when he wrestled with his hurt arm. When he had to hit the detached bicep. When he had the titty on his arm. He proved everything to me when he had that titty on his arm. And so, you know what I'm saying? And as far as, feelings and stories and all that stuff, I don't think that Cody has to finish his story because his main thing right now is finishing his story. I think he should drag that out for another year and let Cody win next year. Cody is always going to be a top star. Cody don't need the belt to be able to be a champion. Eventually, you do need to put some type of belt on him. But to be honest with you, Who did you say, Chef? You said the Rock. Let me go ask Mr. Everything if you're online. Mr. Everything,
Right.
who do you see winning the Royal Rumble, and who do you see coming back as a surprise entrant? Well, I'm gonna tell you who I think.
He said
Uh,
the Lashley sisters.
was that?
Now, but if
He said the Lashley
if you
sisters.
see,
He said surprise entrance is gonna be the Lashley sister.
Oh, the Lashley sister. His character as the Lashley
Hey, but
sister. We had the
if you look
dreads and the
at the
dress and the little lip gloss.
Yeah.
if you look at it, the last 3 years, it's been surprise entries that have been winning the Royal Rumble. Like 2001, 21, Edge was number one. Surprise entry. Remember, he was hurt, came back, won the Royal Rumble. 22, Brock Lesnar, surprise entry. All of a sudden come back and wins. Cody was 23. It's going to be the same thing at Rock, 24. President Rock.
Yeah. You know what? I just want to see a good Royal Rumble. I just want it to be entertaining. And for the men's, whoever wins the men's, if it is CM Punk to win, I really, to be honest with you, I really don't want to see CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. That's not interesting to me. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Cody versus Roman Reigns again. I would love to see Gunther step up and win the Royal Rumble. If anybody should win, I think Gunther definitely should win. I think he deserves to win. I think that he, more than anybody else, I think he deserves to win. This dude has been a constant force on Monday Night Raw, has not lost a match in damn near 2 years.
Right. Give him his respect, Jeff.
Nope.
You got to give Gunther his respect, man, and I think that respect. And like I say, last year he put on a hell of a performance, man. I haven't seen nobody else put up on a performance like that, other than Kane.
He's just like Roman. His goons
Who just like Roman?
Ooh.
What?
Who's going to help him win? Just like Roman. Roman have the bloodline. He have Imperium.
But he doesn't. This is the thing. He doesn't use Imperium.
You know that's Cal. He don't want a whole lot of matches straight up with no help. Don't even try it.
Who was the last person he won straight up with no help?
He didn't have no help against Chad Gable when him and Chad Gable had no matches.
They came out. That's not straight up.
No, we can easily pull out Gunther receipt.
No, I'm just saying.
Imperium haven't even really been there the last couple of, like they were going for a good minute.
The last one with Chad Gable, they popped out. Chad Gable got distracted and got fucked up.
Getting distracted and somebody jumping in the ring straight up attacking you is too. That's your fault. You can't pay attention.
It's still interference. If you at the street fight and I'll pop up, you like, ooh, this, you know what I mean? And the dude knock you out, that's interference.
You just want to disrespect the man.
It's the truth.
Say that man. Well, Roman has only defended his in the down 2 years or how many years Roman had the belt. He might have defended his title probably about 8 times. 8 times in 2 years? Come on.
Since he had the belt, he defended it 4 times. Just like Roman. That's Roman's little brother.
Right. Yeah, right.
I can't agree with you on that one, Chef. I can't go with that narrative that Gunther is the same type of champion that Roman Reigns is. I say if anybody is the same type of champion, hell, even Rhea is a fighting champion, man. Rhea ain't really had no matches like that, but she has been dominating everyone on the Raw roster. And the only person that really it's a couple people, but the only person that I see that really poses a threat is a Becky or Nia Jax. Nia Jax physically, because I think that Rhea Ripley would have a hard time with her. But I think that she wants Becky to win the Women's Royal Rumble so that it can be Becky versus Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. And so let me ask you guys that question. Who do you think is going to win the Women's Royal Rumble? Let me go, Chef.
Bianca.
Bianca. I think Bianca is going into this Royal Rumble with a lot of momentum, man. She has the show with her husband Montez Ford on Hulu that's about to premiere, and it looks like a good, wholesome, fun show. And I hope that it does really well. And she also got the cover. Her and Rhea and Cody Rhodes. They got the cover of 2K24. So going into WrestleMania, the WrestleMania season, and going into the Royal Rumble, Bianca Belair does have a lot of momentum, and I like to see that. Now they can very well do Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley. They very well could do that. Let me get some other people. LP, who do you think on the women's side will win the Royal Rumble?
I'm not saying this because I want this to happen, but they gonna give it to Charlotte Flair because Charlotte has been on the sidelines for too long, and it's time for her to damn pop up again.
Charlotte is out on injury still, isn't she?
Yeah, like I said, she gonna pop up. She gonna pop up doing this, and she gonna pop up and she gonna win.
Nah,
as she should. I don't know why people have a problem with that. She is the queen, and I don't think that this run that she just had, they didn't do her no justice. I mean, she was like below mid card. This whole new run that she just had. So hopefully on her return, they pose her as the star that she is, man. I don't know what that was about. She was helping everybody out. She was helping Shotzi and shit. Like, come on, man. Listen, you the queen. You know what I'm saying? I wanted her to do more, but like now she's out on injury. I believe she will come back at Royal Rumble. If she does, then I got my money on Charlotte to win that. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, we need a new champion on SmackDown. I love Io Scott, but I keep forgetting that Io is the champion. And now that Damage Control is kind of fluctuating between Monday Night Raw and SmackDown, especially if they win these women's tag team titles, we're going to be seeing a lot of Damage Control all over the place on NXT, Raw, and SmackDown. But to be honest with you, I would love to see Bayley win the Women's Royal Rumble. If Charlotte doesn't win, I definitely am rooting for Bayley. Bayley has been a constant. Bayley has been pretty much the MVP of the women's division on SmackDown to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't see anybody else that's put in the work to be able to build a faction, to be able to build the talent within the faction, to be able to still hold storylines that people are interested in on the women's side on SmackDown. I think that Bayley has done a great job, and I think that she definitely deserves to win the Women's Royal Rumble. I would love to see Bayley be able to take that. You know what I'm saying? But we shall see.
Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks.
They're saying that Sasha Banks might come back. You know what I'm saying? Will she come back as Sasha or will she come back as Mercedes Moné? We don't know. But Sasha Banks has been rumored to come back. Also, Naomi is also rumored to come back. She just had one of her last televised matches in TNA where she thanked the fans and she was crying and all that. So that just tells me that she gonna come over on WWE and come in during the Royal Rumble. I don't think that she wanted to leave no how. I think she kind of painted this narrative that she wanted to leave and she felt some kind of way about what John Laurinaitis did and how they was treated in the back. Man, that was all Sasha Banks.
Man, I'm trying to blame Shotzi for that grown woman making her decision. That woman made her decision on her own.
Man, they made that decision together. I'm just saying that Sasha Banks completely, 100% convinced her to leave. Why would that woman want to leave? Her husband is there. Her whole family is there. She making money, and she was poised to have a title match that next week. Why would she leave?
Well, maybe because they had her having that match and she was gonna lose it. And she was like, I'm sick of this shit. And look at how well it worked out for her to leave. One thing about WWE, sometimes you gotta leave in order for them to want you to come back.
That's the truth, but to be honest with you, I think that she still would have been a star if she stayed.
Nah, she won't. Look how long she been on the show. And look how long they've been treating her like she was. Shit, they were not never going to treat her like a star. Stop it. Stop it.
Well, she
Her
definitely got stuck. She definitely got treated like a star in TNA, and
and
we see with the emergence of some WWE talent that they are getting a lot of praise in other places. Man, I've seen uh, Mason and Mansoir or Mansoor on the independent circuit, and they've been doing good. And they actually put on a hell of a match. And I was looking at it, I was like, why weren't y'all doing that shit in WWE? Why didn't they give y'all the green light to do these moves and move like y'all was moving in the independent scene? It didn't make sense to me. And then you also saw Nick Nemeth or Dolph Ziggler, man. He just signed with TNA, and I think that's a great move for both TNA and for Dolph Ziggler. They're going to treat Dolph Ziggler like a star. Hopefully they do treat Dolph Ziggler like a star, or Nick Nemeth, and he's going to have a great resurgence of his career down in TNA. So Mustafa Ali is doing this Mustafa Ali campaign where he's having all these matches and all these promotions, man. So a lot of people are excited to see Mustafa Ali on the independent circuit, man, moving around. So it's definitely a lot of talent that's out there. So once you get that WWE run, man, you can pretty much go anywhere. You're valued anywhere. I can definitely say that. Let's talk about one of the matches. Logan Paul
Oh my God.
versus KO. Let's talk about that real quick. Logan Paul has pretty much done what Roman Reigns has laid the blueprint for doing. He's come in, got the belt, and then he's promoting it on the outside, but not really within the promotion or within the ring. I think that Logan Paul is where he needs to be. He's in a great place where he's high with the WWE and he can still make appearances on UFC products. I mean, if Dana White lets him come down there and do some stuff. But in general, man, I think that Logan Paul is at home in the WWE. Now, the problem is, do people really believe in Logan Paul? You know what I'm saying? So let me get your opinion on that, Chef. Logan Paul is facing your boy KO, man. Who you got your money on? You got your money on Logan Paul, or you got your money on Kevin Owens?
I would not put money on Logan Paul. No, never. If it was a for sure thing, I still wouldn't put money on Logan Paul. I mean, KO gonna win. They, like KO said, they just using him for publicity. That's it. He's not a good wrestler. He does little stupid stuff, you know. Everybody get a trick up their sleeve, the little flips up. They do the same flips like he did with Ricochet, doing the same stuff. And no. Logan Paul gonna lose this one.
Logan Paul gonna lose that one. I would love to see KO take it. I think KO would make a great United States champion. I think that KO will make the United States Championship belt really relevant on SmackDown, and I think that he will have some great matches and really carry the meat and potatoes of the show, because he will have competition gunning after that United States Championship, because a lot of the talent knows that Roman Reigns' belt is damn near unattainable unless you get to that big stage, man. So I'm hoping that KO takes that off of Logan Paul. Logan Paul did what he was supposed to do for that belt. Now it's time to bring it home. LP, you got Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens. I want to see who you got your money on.
I mean, of course I'm gonna go with my boy KO, but at the same time, they trying to gaslight Logan Paul so much. Yeah, I don't necessarily see KO winning just because it's Logan Paul. Like, I don't think Logan Paul has done anything for that belt whatsoever. Not one fan. He ain't brought not one fan. He can have it on his YouTube. He can have it wherever he want to have it. It ain't did not one thing for the business.
He doesn't rub the belt all on his nuts. Probably make love with the belt home. You know what I'm saying? He done all kind of unspeakable acts with the WWE United States title, man. It's time for that belt to come on home. I got my money on KO to bring that thing home, as he should. We have the men's match with AJ Styles, Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, and LA Knight. Yeah. Fellas, I want to see who you got your money on to take the undisputed WWE Universal Championship off of Roman Reigns. Do you think that Roman Reigns will keep his belt, or do you think we will crown a new champion at the Royal Rumble? Let me go, Chef Showtime.
We already know what's going to happen.
Do we?
Yes, we already know Roman Reigns is going to keep the belt to WrestleMania. But I want Randy Orton to take it. But we know it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. We know Roman's going to, like we was talking about the last little main event. We know Roman's going to win it. We know Roman's going to keep it. Roman's not giving the belt away, you know? You're going to have to shoot Roman. Roman's going to have to be on in the ER with his hand cut off and the belt laying there. They got to take it and run. That's not going to happen. Not till WrestleMania.
This is my thinking behind it. What is it? What is this match setting up? Is it setting up any of the participants to progress and move forward towards WrestleMania, or is this the last stop for AJ Styles and Randy Orton and your boy LA Knight? It kind of feels like a last stop. I don't think that past the Royal Rumble that Randy Orton, LA Knight, or AJ Styles is going to be on the marquee for WrestleMania. I really don't see it, especially when you got CM Punk and Cody and all these, the Drew McIntyre, all these big names that are kind of vying for their space on the WrestleMania card and trying to build up their star, man. So I don't know. We'll see. LP.
Yeah, I think.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think that well, of course, I mean, we all know Roman gonna win, but I think after what they're doing with that is they setting up more WrestleMania matches. Either Randy's gonna fight LA Knight or AJ Styles. One of those three people are gonna end up starting to beat. However they lose. I would love for The Rock to come in and make him lose. Like I said before, I think that's a good way. I don't just want to see The Rock get a WrestleMania match. Like, he needs to do something. If they're not gonna let him win the Royal Rumble, he had to do something to make Roman lose the belt, because they don't. If Roman and him fight for the belt, you know damn well The Rock not gonna win that belt. So I can't be invested in that match at all, because you don't know. Like, they got to have some kind of stakes. But The Rock is gonna lose that match. The Rock is not coming back to wrestling.
The Rock is like 50, 55, 54, 55. This is my problem with that whole thing. I saw how The Rock was moving against Jinder Mahal. I didn't like what I saw. I did not like what I saw. And if that little small piece between him and Jinder Mahal, if that little small piece is what we have to look forward to for Roman Reigns versus The Rock, I don't want to see it. I would rather that have happened 2 years ago when it was relevant.
Well, you have to think it too, but Jinder Mahal wasn't moving like he usually moved.
Yeah, but Jinder Mahal don't got to hit a full-time wrestler, bro. I'm looking at The Rock like, okay, you're huge. The Rock is a big dude, man. I didn't see a Rock that could beat people asses, man. I kind of, when Jinder hit him and he crumbled, I was like, man, I don't know. It just didn't feel like the unstoppable Dwayne Rock Johnson that I know. And I know he sold the hell out of it. But when I was looking at The Rock, and I was like, man, this is any kind of indication of what we're going to get at WrestleMania for Rock versus Roman. I'm not sure if I'm going to like it too much unless the story really takes it over. And to be honest with you fellas, the Roman Reigns bloodline story is the thing that's carried Roman Reigns throughout his entire championship run. Even till today. the bloodline storyline is still relevant. Do people care about it? And do the bloodline, do they still look powerful? No, they really don't. Jimmy get beat up every week. Solo is starting to lose. And the little pop that he did have, I mean, he had a great year last year. But now I think that people want a little bit more from the Solo Sokoa. Well, I can't even say his name. Solo Sokoa character. I think people want a little bit more. And now that he's labeled the tribal heir or next in line to receive the head of the table moniker or the tribal chief moniker, man, I think that we need to see a little bit more from Solo. But the bloodline storyline, is it dying down? I'm not sure. And what does that storyline lead if Rocket versus Roman does happen? Does the bloodline storyline completely go away, or do they repackage the bloodline to something brand new? We just got Mr. Everything back. Mr. Everything.
Mm-hmm.
We are talking about Rock versus Roman, but we're also talking about one of the main the Royal Rumble matches, LA Knight versus Randy Orton versus LA Knight versus Roman Reigns. Who do you think is going to come out on top for that match?
I mean, we all know it's going to be Roman Reigns. We all know. We can sit here and speculate and wish and hope, but it's going to be Roman Reigns because he has to make it to WrestleMania. What does that lead the rest of the competitors? No idea. I have no idea. I don't know what they do with them after this. You know, what do you do with the top 3 superstars in your company after losing to Roman Reigns in a fatal 4-way type of situation? There's an elimination chamber, but then what happens there? You know, so
Right.
There's a lot of things that could happen. I don't know. I don't know. It's everything's so up in the air that we just don't know what's going to be what.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. I'm a little lost at what direction that they're going to go for some of the main talent. I think that anybody that's been on SmackDown definitely has gotten the short end of the stick. Now, I've seen some people go to SmackDown from Raw and have resurgence in their career. A lot of people have done it. Drew McIntyre did it. Seth Rollins have done it. You know, a lot of people went down to SmackDown and then came back. Jey Uso is one of those persons also. We haven't seen much from Bobby. We don't know what's going on with Bobby and the Pride. I think that's the name that they're going to be called. Karrion Kross just came back. Yeah, Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits are going to be called the Pride.
Well, they got the whole gimmick going on with Karrion Kross and the Authors of Pain, so that's their situation now.
Yeah, that's their situation right now. And I like that because it does look good for Karrion Kross. For the first time ever, to me, he looks like a threat because he does have AOP and that creepy old man and his wife making faces. So they got a great faction. And SmackDown has all these factions because I believe that if you're not in the faction on SmackDown, then you will not get any TV time. It's a 2-hour show, and they really try to squeeze all of that great talent that they have on SmackDown within the 2-hour show. They really don't utilize all their talent like they're supposed to. But, you know, with them not really having a belt on SmackDown, like I say, the United States Championship is being held hostage by Logan Paul, and he's rarely there. So, you know, that's why I hope that Kevin Owens brings it back, and then we have a belt to compete for on SmackDown again. The women's title is being held hostage by Io Sky and Damage Control, and I think that it's about time to take that belt off of Io. So whoever wins the women's Royal Rumble definitely should challenge Io Sky. And more than likely, like I said, I got my money on Bayley. If the Queen Charlotte Flair comes back, then of course I'm going with the Queen. But I think that a change needs to be made there. And then with Roman Reigns on SmackDown, you know, that belt is pretty much unattainable. So you're right. What do they do with Randy Orton? What do they do with AJ Styles? What do they do with some of the top talent that they have on the SmackDown brand? And where do they fit in on the WrestleMania card? That is interesting. Plus, we still don't know where CM Punk is going. What brand is he on?
He
You
on
know what I'm
Raw.
saying? He's on Raw.
He's wrong.
CM Punk's on-
Exclusive.
Yeah, he's on Raw.
Okay. Well, CM Punk is on Raw. And I think that's where he needs to be. You know what I'm saying? But if anybody is to hold the belt, the world title after Seth Rollins, I would want Gunther to be that person because Gunther is definitely deserving. Now, a lot of people could say that Cody deserves that belt. A lot of people could say that Drew McIntyre, who's had numerous chances to take a title off both Roman and off of Seth and has failed miserably. Some still say that Drew McIntyre is that guy. And then, you got some NXT upstarts that might come in during the Royal Rumble and completely surprise people. What if Braun Breaker comes up and wins the Royal Rumble?
No, that will make no sense. No, it can't.
Will it happen this year? It's too much star power on that Royal Rumble.
Yeah, it's not. He might, even if he were to show up, they might have him, near the end. But it ain't no way. It ain't no way in the world that they're gonna let that. What we not talking about is this damn Damian Priest, who time is almost up with his Money in the Bank cash in, whether it fail or what. I would hate for them to let him do like Austin Theory and he take the belt off Gunther using the Money in the Bank. I hope they never do that stupid shit again. But that's something that is scaring me that might happen, because if he gonna go for it after Roman is in this fatal 4-way, there ain't no other time. He could have used it on Seth. Seth talking about, my back, my neck, my back. I would have came right out of there right then and there and said, ring the damn bell. Like that's what makes Damian not a good Money in the Bank cash in. Like when Edge had it, you didn't ever know what the hell Edge was gonna do. Seth Rollins, CM Punk, like both sides, they were scared. He won't even look at Roman direction. What if he cashes his on Roman? What if he cashes it on? Now that would be the best thing and the most shocking thing, because nobody will see that coming. If he cashes it in and beats Roman, of course he's not gonna do that shit at all. But even if he attempts to cash it in on Roman, everybody gonna jump out the damn chairs if they see him running down there. Or what if he about to win and R2 help him win?
You know what?
Man, that's
If R-Truth helped Damian Priest win the world title, I think that storyline could work, and I think that they can transfer the Bloodline storyline over to the Judgment Day storyline, and the Judgment Day can fill that void of where the Bloodline storyline kind of dropped off. Because right now, the Judgment Day has gold with R-Truth. And they said R-Truth said in the interview how Damian Priest really fought for R-Truth to be a part of the group. Obviously, they saw the formula that Sammy laid down with the Bloodline, so they have that same dynamic now, and they have this lovable babyface character, R-Truth, that's stuck in all of these dilemmas. The thing with R-Truth is that he can really take your storyline in different directions. You know what I'm saying? And being in, I don't know if he's in Judgment Day, but working with Judgment Day, I think that's best for business. Obviously, he has the number one selling piece of merchandise in WWE over Roman Reigns, over Cody Rhodes, over everybody. R-Truth came back with a vengeance, Jack. And he's the number one merch seller, and now he's involved with one of the hottest factions in professional wrestling right now. So I think that if they do want to have more success, the type of success that they experienced with the Bloodline storyline, I think they should keep R-Truth around Judgment Day, and I think that they R-Truth is just best for business for that group, man. Like I said, that's the second coming of the Bloodline storyline, and R-Truth is so dynamic that he can really take that storyline in multiple different directions, man. So I say that if R-Truth did help Damian Priest cash in and win the world title, I think that fans will really get behind that versus Damian Priest just cashing in by himself.
And then what's crazy about that as well is that R-Truth doesn't have no type of dog in the fight in terms of the bloodline at all. He doesn't have any problems with anybody. It's just his whole thing with him and the Judgment Day.
JD Madonna. He got JD Madonna as his hater.
Yeah, so that would be I want to see that. I want to see that.
I wouldn't be mad at that. I think that's definitely for sure best for money. Mr. Everything, I know you just got finished doing your training session, man. And we like to keep it a little healthy around these parts, man. We got to go from Mr. Everything to get some advice on fitness and health and all that jazz. Mr. Everything, we got to come to you, my friend, for this episode's Nature Made Minute. All right, so Mr. Everything, for all of those people who's made the New Year's resolution, right? And now we're kind of into January. What are some things or some motivational techniques that you can include into your lifestyle that'll help you go to the gym more frequently and keep yourself constant with your New Year's resolution?
Stop going to the gym. Stop going to the gym. The only reason why I say that is because everyone is so fixated on going to the gym that the moment they stop going, they don't continue with their fitness. They don't want to continue working out. They don't want to exercise because they feel like all they can do is go to the gym to reach their goals. You can do the same thing at home. You can go and get some resistance bands. You can utilize your furniture. You can utilize your stairs in your home. You can go for a walk around your neighborhood. You do not necessarily need a gym. You do not necessarily need to spend a bunch of money on a membership. And as crazy as it sounds with me being a personal trainer, you don't need a personal trainer. You just need to have the willpower and the mindset to say, I'm not going to sit here and say one day. I'm going to sit here and say day one. And I want to continue every day after that. And that's just it. Don't go to the gym thinking that's the only way you're going to be able to reach your goal in terms of your fitness. If you want your summer body, and stop believing in a summer body. Okay, it's a myth. There is no such thing as a summer body, because you can have that same body all year round. It does not just have to be in the summer. You're not bears, so don't think that you just drop weight throughout the spring for the summer and then get it all back during the winter because you think it's cold outside. No, it doesn't work like that. So my advice to everyone is, if you go to the gym, that's great, but don't stay fixated saying the only way I'm going to work out or to be able to reach my goal is to go to the gym. Do some of the stuff at home as well. You'll save a lot of money, you'll save a lot of time, and you'll still reach your goal. That's Mr. Everything's Nature Made Minute.
Oh yeah. Well, you're getting good at that. That was good right there. That was good.
I'm good at that. You see how to close that out?
That boy good. That boy good. Oh,
man. I take this serious. I be reading scripts and everything. I'm like, all right, this is what I'm going to say when I say this.
That's it right there, Jack. That's it. Oh, man, that's a great Nature Made Minute. Piece of advice from Mr. Everything. Stop going to the gym and just get active in your life. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the best advice you can give somebody, man. You know what I'm saying? I think that the gym is almost like a crutch. I got to go to the gym to work out. No, you don't. You can walk around your house and do some push-ups. Push-ups go a long way. Boy, the heavier I got, the harder it was to do push-ups, Jack. I don't know what it was. I used to knock out push-ups easy, boy. And now I do push-ups. My belly button hit the ground first. So I got to try to, got to work out my push-ups. But, yeah, man, Just get fit, get active in your life. You know what I'm saying? That's a good word from your boy. Go ahead, P.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. How many people they doing 30 this year for the Royal Rumble?
Yes.
30 people. Okay, I was just wondering because you got to think about it, with both shows. It's a lot of people that ain't gonna be nowhere close to this damn room. It's gonna be a lot of people that gonna be in the background cooking burgers in the back. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that's gonna be interesting. I really hope that this year Kofi decides to not do none of his stupid mess, being the fact that they have
The last
failed.
4 years. The last 4 years, he's fumbled it.
Yeah, I need him to. I need him. Huh?
I don't think he is this year because NXT just had like a little Battle Royal Rumble thing, and they had some girl do pretty much the same thing. So it's watered down now. You had Naomi do her thing that one year. This girl on NXT just did it, and then Kofi did have some type of mishap with his. So it ain't nothing more you can do unless he's gonna fall from the Raptors or something.
Yeah, I think that he need to switch it up. And actually, Kofi got a match against Gunther next week, man. I want to see if you guys are interested in seeing that. But I think the New Day is really trying to take a more serious route to their wrestling, man. They want people to take them serious again. I think a lot of people look at them like they're jokes still. And I love watching Xavier Woods wrestle. I love seeing Kofi wrestle, but I think that they do need to get back to their winning ways, man. And I think that Kofi versus Gunther is going to be a great match, but we all know that Gunther is going to come out on top of that.
See, I think
as funny as it sounds. Okay, LP.
No, I was just gonna say I think that they need to do more matches that's actually good. Just like Chad Gable wrestling the dude from what's the dude, the Barbarians or whatever the hell they are. Yeah. Like that was a surprisingly good match. Like I really think they need to start having good matches with a lot of these guys that they're just not utilizing, or they put them in little quick matches. Like they got some real wrestlers on WWE that they never use. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what we talked about a little bit earlier, LP. The WWE is going to move more towards a sports-centric style and more of a realist style in their presentation. And so I think that they might try to do that, have more sports matches, more realism, a lot more blood. I think they're going to go that route of having a little bit more on the TV. Chef, wake your ass up, man. You know what I mean? Snoring and breathing snot bubbles on the podcast. Wake your ass up. Chef got some sleep last night.
Real quick. As crazy as it sounds. It's crazy as it sounds. I'm excited about the Kofi Kingston Gunther match. But I really feel like it might be setting up Xavier Woods taking the belt off of Gunther.
Xavier Woods?
Yes. Xavier Woods has not had a singles title yet.
I think if they did that, it would be like when Big E won the Intercontinental Championship. But I don't know if they really been pushing Woods like that. And I love Xavier Woods in the ring, man. He is an underrated talent. That boy can go. But the problem is, I don't know if they looking at Xavier Woods seriously as a competitor. You know what I'm saying?
They're trying it now with Kofi constantly getting hurt or beat up and Xavier coming to his rescue. So I think that's kind of the dynamic that's going to happen with Kofi and Gunther. They're going to have the match. At some point, Kofi's going to get jumped on, and Xavier's going to make the save. And, he's going to make his challenge saying, you know what, you want beef with my peoples, you got beef with me. I mean, look how, if you go back and look at the promo, when Kofi made that exclamation of challenging Gunther for the title, Xavier's face was like, bro, why you got to go for his title? You know what I'm saying? So it kind of looked like, why you got to go for it, though? So it's interesting to see.
Maybe they'll turn him into a heel. We haven't had a flip in a minute. We haven't had a heel turn since Dominique. I think Dominique was like the last big heel turn.
Which one?
Dom. I think Dom, but turning on Ray.
Dom.
I think that was the last.
You said two people. I didn't know if you were talking about Tom or Nick. Which one you talking about?
Oh yeah, he was talking about Tom and Nick.
What if? Hey, you want to know something super crazy? I'll back it up again to R-Truth. What if R-Truth is playing everybody and he messes around and get that money in the bank from what's face, and he become the evil leader of the Judgment Day, and he betrayed Damian Priest? Like the opposite of what they did with Sammy. Don't do the exact same storyline y'all did with Sammy in the Bloodline. R-Truth turns heel, and he flips the game on every damn body. Now that would be.
I got a question. If that were to happen, if R-Truth was to take the Money in the Bank briefcase from Damian Priest, does his time with the briefcase go for a whole year, or does he still have the same remaining time that Damian Priest had?
Nah, you gotta have the same. You gotta have a remaining time, because that pay-per-view, when is Money in the Bank?
This weekend. Oh no. Money in Bank is, I don't know. They keep changing stuff. So I don't. It may be this summer, maybe June, July.
Is it a pay-per-view now, or is it part of other pay-per-view?
I think it's a pay-per-view. Is it?
They need to put it back on WrestleMania.
It will make sense at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think they
night one. It will make sense night one of WrestleMania to have a men's or women's Money in the Bank match.
And it need to be a ladder match.
Yeah, I agree with that. Well, listen, fellas, I'm excited to see this year's Royal Rumble, man. 30 superstars, 30 men, 30 women. It's going down. You're going to see superstars from the past. You're going to see some new NXT call-ups. And then some people that's on the roster may step up and do some new things and get a new fan base and really impress us. So, like I said, this is one of my favorite events, the Royal Rumble. I'm excited to see it this week. I might do a watch-along. I'm not sure yet. But
are we streaming it?
Are we streaming it? We could.
What time it come on? It's 7 o'clock.
I believe so. We might have to stream it on Twitch if we do.
How do we do it last week?
Facebook be hating sometimes. Actually. Facebook be hating, boy. They take the jump down quick, boy. So we could probably stream it in the group, but for sure we might have to have Chef stream it on Twitch. And I can stream it on Twitch on the Best Damn Twitch page, man. But that's going to be good. But we'll find a way to do it, even if we live reacting on Facebook, man, with some of the fans. I would love to sit and watch that Royal Rumble match with you guys and call that like we do, because it's always entertaining. You know what I'm saying?
What about Instagram? I see a lot of people be streaming on Instagram. I don't know how that works though. That might be something.
Well, we're streaming on Instagram right now. So on our Best Damn page, we're streaming on Instagram via our streaming agent. So we have that ability. I'm not sure about everybody else, but like I said, Facebook be hating sometimes. So I'd rather do it on another platform where people can watch and enjoy and then not be taken down immediately. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Real quick, did you guys mention anything about the Elimination Chamber being at 5 o'clock in the freaking morning?
No, I didn't mention that at all. Yeah, that's going well. It's 5 o'clock for you. That's 3 o'clock for us, sir. So I don't know if I'm gonna get my ass up at 3 o'clock in the morning to watch that. I just might, but I don't know. It might just be one of those things where I just catch it in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Elimination Chamber.
What is it?
It's coming up, and that's the next pay-per-view, but it's going to be at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, hell no.
I think they're going to be out the country with it, which is why they're doing it at that time. And it's just like Japan would. Japan would do their pay-per-view at a certain time, their time, but then it'd be like mad early over here.
I believe it's in Australia. Yeah, so it's going to be in the wee hours of the morning. I will not be catching it at that particular time, but I also don't want to wake up to a whole bunch of headlines and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think that's worse when I wake up to a bunch of headlines. I'm like, damn, now I got to go back and try to catch up on everything. You know, I don't know if I want them problems.
That's crazy that the elimination chamber is next. So if Roman wins against in a fatal 4-way, he gonna turn around and win in the elimination chamber? That don't make no sense.
He's not competing in elimination chamber.
Oh, okay. So it's gonna be Seth. Or Seth.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be for Seth belt. They probably do elimination chamber for Seth's belt. I can see that happen. And that winner from that match goes to WrestleMania, and then the winner from Royal Rumble challenges either Roman Reigns or challenges the person that wins Seth belt at Elimination Chamber. So if I'm WWE management, I think that's the best way to pick a new successor to Seth Rollins, man. If they go ahead and do the winner of the Elimination Chamber get Seth belt. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. You know what I'm saying? You gotta start giving some of these people incentives, man. That's it, man. That is it. Well, fellas, it has been a great episode. Thank you guys for joining us. We didn't quite get a chance to do Wrestling Court today, but we will do Wrestling Court. LP wants to do the trial of Roman Reigns. So we're gonna have that going. I'm gonna be the judge. I want to be the judge on that one. You know what I'm saying? So LP wants to be the defender. We just need. You want to be the plaintiff? You plaintiff.
I'll be the defender. I'm defending Roman.
Steph going to defend Roman. Okay. All right.
Next court gonna be the Gunther. We're gonna be doing on Gunther.
Oh man, do Gunther's court. Okay, all right. So we gotta figure out a time that we're gonna do Wrestling Court. You guys get to be entertained with seeing Chef and LP go at it as they defend Roman Reigns' stance in his whole career in Wrestling Court. Man, that's going to be one hell of a thing to see. I'm actually excited about that. Fellas, real quick, man, let the beautiful people know what you got going on and where can they find you. LPZ, where's that?
Excuse me. You can find me on Instagram, One Click Photography Shoots with an S, and see everything I got going on right there.
Oh man, One Click Photography Shoots, check them out. And you got a fashion show coming up, LP. Tell the people about that.
It's Back to the Future fashion show. I gotta send you a different flyer too.
Send you a different one. April the 28th in the Bull City, Durham, North Carolina. Yeah, so April 28th, check us out. Your boy LP is putting on another show to set down the city, man. So we're excited for your boy LP. Go check him out on everything that he got going on all his platforms. Chef, tell the beautiful people where they can find you and what you got going on.
You can find me on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, at Chef Showtime or Dante Carter. Don't damn got going on. I'm finna start a new job. I'm finna run the kitchen at the hospital. I don't like this general manager stuff no more.
You dropping the GM and you going to work at the hospital. You know, they need good food down at the hospital. I like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Chef gonna make people happy.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing the same thing I was doing at Job Corps. I'm running, making a million, all that.
Okay, making a million down there. I'll go try it. You know what I'm saying? Just keep the potted meat burgers off the menu. That's it. No, nobody me burger. Oh man, y'all go follow Chef Showtime and all his platforms. Mr. Everything got the thinking man posture right now. What you guys going on, and where can the people find you?
Tubi.
Yes, you can find me on Tubi. That's right. So what? If you do want to check me out on Tubi, the movie is called A Brother's Turmoil. It is on Tubi right now, and I'm also in a TV series called Shift Differential on Tubi as well. You guys, I need more TikTok followers. So join my TikTok official _ Mr. Everything. I'm always posting videos and craziness and all my wild and crazy workouts that everybody keeps picking on me about because nobody wants to work out with me, man. I don't know what that's about. Nobody wants to work out.
We could change that whole dynamic, Mr. Everything. Get you some online students, man. Do some training with Mr. Everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
some workout segments.
Because look, the wrestlers, they act like they scared and nervous and whatnot. They be like, man, we like living and stuff. You do stuff that make people who die. Now, ain't nobody died not once. Now that one time that body, it was already there. It was there when I got here. That wasn't me. But check out some of my workouts, some of my crazy stuff that I do. Got a couple of wrestling shows coming up. I got a booking in Texas coming up March 2nd, so I'm excited about that. June 29th, I'm going to Germany, so that is set in stone as of right now, so I'm excited about that. My first opportunity to go outside the country and put boots to faces in German. I don't know how to say that in German, but I'm gonna figure it out by the time it's time for me to go. So that way when I get we understand.
Yeah.
You go, what's the
There you go.
So,
man,
just keep up with me and see what I got going on, man. I'm always out there doing something.
Oh man, he's always doing something. Go join Mr. Everything on his TikTok and watch him do some nut lunges and some hard workouts. You can work out with your boy, Mr. Everything. Do some nut lunges. Strengthen your nether regions. You know what I'm saying? Do some dick ups.
You know what? As funny as it is, everything needs to be kind of tight and strong there, brother.
Okay, yeah. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, go on TikTok and you start training people to do dick ups, you're gonna get a following. I'm telling you. Keep your man here strong down below.
Look.
As
long as they ain't trying to show me how they doing it, just go and do it. I don't need to spell it. Just do it, brother.
Oh man!
Tell the ladies, don't call me. I'll call them.
There you go. Oh, Mr. Everything is also giving out massages and stuff. Go ahead and tell the ladies about that.
Yes. So I'm doing this. I'm doing this thing called Single Times Day. All right, Single Times Day. It's all for the singles. It's me and my best friend. We're gonna do this thing for single individuals for Valentine's Day. We're doing it the day before because we all know February 13th is for the ones that are single. February 14th is for the couples, and February 15th is for the side chicks and side men. That's what works. You didn't know? Now you know. So February 13th, right here in Raleigh, North Carolina. If you want, send me an email, rooseveltconyers@gmail.com, and set up an appointment. We're doing massages, we're doing cuddling, we're doing feeding with different fruits, apples, grapes, pineapples, and strawberries. And you can have your choice between honey or chocolate. We have champagne available. We got 90-minute sessions, 2-hour sessions, and 3-hour sessions. So book your appointment now because they're booking up really fast.
Well, you heard it here first. Get your massage on with your boy, Mr. Everything. You know what I'm saying, ladies? If you need your bunions rubbed on, go ahead down to Mr. Everything's bunion service.
No.
Yeah, bunion matters.
And make sure you take a shower and lotion before you get there. Come in here, Ashley.
No onions or bunions. No onions or bunions. I got it.
I mean, come in here, ashy and dry, like you've been kicking concrete. No, we ain't doing that.
Oh man, come super funky and extra ashy when you come see Mr. Everything while he rubs that fragrant scented oil all over your body. There you go. My name is Brian Renegade. You can follow me on all platforms at Brian Renegade and see what I got going on. And if you want to follow the show, you can follow us on Instagram at Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. You can join our Facebook group, the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. You can join our Facebook page, the BD Wrestling Podcast, where we put most of our content. You can join us over on Twitter or X at Best Damn Crew. You can join us over on our Twitch at the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. And you can even follow us on TikTok at Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. Oh man, fellas, one hell of a show. We're going to do a quick word for the beautiful people, man. Give a little people some inspiration, something that they can hold on to throughout the week to help their week go a little bit easier. Chef Showtime, do you have a final word for your beautiful subjects?
I have a quote from the Hall of Famer, The Rock. It says, "Success isn't always about greatness. It's about consistency." I feel that.
That's a good one, Chef. All right. Success isn't always about
Greatness. It's about consistency.
It's about consistency, staying consistent. I think that kind of speaks to what you were saying earlier, Mr. Everything, when you don't have the aspirations or the energy to get your ass up and go to the gym. Sometimes you just got to put that routine in your lifestyle, and that routine is called discipline. You know what I'm saying? And I think we all can use a little bit of discipline in our lives, you know what I'm saying, because we have more freedom as a nation and as a people more than ever. You know what I'm saying? So, a little consistency goes a long way. You know, especially if you work from home, you know what I'm saying, and you need to get some of that weight off, just put some consistency in your life and see the changes. That's a good quote. From your boy, Chef Showtime. LPZ, do you have a final word for your minions? LP.
I just think I say this: if you see somebody doing something, make sure you just show up and support them. Something simple, not nothing crazy. Just show support and help them go.
I like that. A little bit of support goes a long way. I'm gonna go ahead and jump on and piggyback what LP said. My final word, and then we're gonna let Mr. Everything close out the show. My final word would be sometimes people will go out of their way to not support you, even if what you are doing will help them and support them in their life. It's unbelievable how when you're doing something good and you have good news, people try to hate on your good news or your progression, or people try to hate on the things that you are doing to make your life better because they don't understand it. Maybe they don't agree with it. Or maybe they mad because they ain't where you are in their life. You know what I'm saying? So this one is to all the haters. Stop hating. Start congratulating. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't cost nothing to show support. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a quote that I really like. Some people will go out of their way to not support you, even if you are giving them some good information. Like, for instance, this wrestling podcast that we have, this beautiful wrestling podcast, we give a lot of people a lot of motivation. We talk about a lot of stuff other than wrestling. We even talk about health and nutrition. You know what I'm saying? All these things are good things that people can take and implement in their lives. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, some people will go out of their way to not support you. But we appreciate everybody that do support us because that gets us where we are today. That is the final word from your boy, Brian Renegade. Mr. Everything. We call him the closer, the final boss. Mr. Everything, do you have a final word for your beautiful subjects?
Yes. My final word comes from Don DC Curry. I saw him in stand up last week. Count your blessings and stop complaining. Because as long as you're counting your blessings, you'll be too busy to complain. Simple as that.
Oh man, enough said. That is the final word from the great Mr. Everything, Victor Andrews. Fellas,
Right.
yeah.
Something. Depending on what you said. They hate. It's from Seth Rollins. Seth Rogen. I mean, not bad. Seth Rogen from the movie The Interviewer. You remember have you seen that movie?
Yeah.
Do you remember the
They
part?
hate us because they ain't us.
That's
That's it. That's it. They hate us because they ain't us. You know what I'm saying? Fellas, we going to some great places this year. We will continue to stay consistent. We will continue to support each other. And we will continue to provide great content for you, the best damn nation. You know what I'm saying? So tell your uncles, tell your mammy and them that the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast is on and we got some hot stuff smoking. Beautiful people. Go ahead, Chef.
You going in March 14th?
I am going. We talk about SmackDown. We go. Hey, listen, Chef. I'm gonna get some press passes. So yeah, we going. Yeah, straight up and down like that. Mr. Everything, and LP, I want y'all to take notice on when the WWE and AEW and other promotions come in to the cities. That way we can go and interview some talent, you know what I'm saying, and shuts it down like we does. Mr. Everything is working on some brand new interviews for the beautiful people. You guys are going to enjoy what we got coming up for you. LP is going to shut the city down with the hot heat that he got, the hotness, dropping hot fire, you know what I'm saying, on the masses with his futuristic fashion show that's coming up. And Chef Showtime is cooking up some.
Real quick, Monday Night Raw is going to be here on March 18th. So
March 18th.
We're leaving
March
us to go
18th.
there.
Be here in Raleigh.
Leaving us and then going straight down there.
Yeah.
I see. That's how it is. Well, we're gonna try to make sure. Yeah, we're gonna try to make sure we get some interviews during that time when they do come. We're gonna talk a little bit offline, Mr. Everything. But look, beautiful people, we can't hold you no more. I'm gonna go ahead and let Chef do it. Chef, sign us off, man.
No. You have to let the Mr. Everything.
Okay.
You're pointing in the wrong way. You're pointing the wrong way.
You got to point in the opposite direction.
Opposite of.
No, how my
You're not pointing your finger.
Okay, that way then. I'm pointing at the wall.
Beautiful people. We want to thank you for joining us on today's edition of the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. So you screw me up so bad, Showtime. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Shout out to the truckers. Shout out to everyone. Make sure you join in next week on the next Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. We bid you adieu.